This is really awesome because now people, before League of Legends had the MOBA audience, but now Riot Games can have the MOBA audience, the fighting audience, this audience, this audience. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the King Live stream YouTube video. Crap. Oh, man. We're bad at intros. We're talking about no Runeterra today. What does that even mean? Well, if you're reading the video title, you might have more of an explanation of what it means. But we're going to get into it, and we're going to tell you, okay? For the first 10 years of League of Legends, dude. First 10 years. They had their 10-year anniversary recently. League of Legends was released back in 2009. That was the only game, really. They had League of Legends. They did some arcade games, dude. They did Cho'Gath Eats World. Don't ignore me. Cho'Gath Eats World, Ziggs Arcade Blast, and Mechs and Minions. If you didn't know what Mechs and Minions was, it was a little tabletop game that they had right here. You know, all these dudes. This is from a video. They're really cute, actually. This game looks pretty well put together. I kind of want to buy it. But, yeah, these were all the games that they had for, like, pretty much the first 10 years, dude. They had a couple other arcade games, but aside from that, it was just all League. And that's really interesting to have a game that successful for 10 years and never release anything different. For this company. They called themselves Riot Games. They were only Riot Game, you know? That's the joke that they made. Before we get into this, by the way, if you are not subscribed to the channel already, be sure to do so down below. Like the video and message a friend that you haven't talked to in a really long time, dude. Sometimes your friends just got to hear from you, okay? Riot's 10-year anniversary event, though, they announced a ton of different things. So right here, you can see I have listed Teamfight Tactics. That was just before the event. That was like that year. And then at the event, they announced Legends of Runeterra, which they released immediately for beta. League of Legends Wild Rift, which is going to be their console game. Announced Rune King, which you don't know what Rune King is. It's going to be a story-driven, turn-based role-playing game. This is the trailer for it right here. Maybe you haven't seen it already. I'm just going to kind of skip through it real fast. You can see this thresh and everything right there. It's really intense and everything. The trailer doesn't really give you too much information, but that's a thing that exists. And then they also have Convergence, which if you haven't seen Convergence, that's this guy right here, which is going to be a freaking single-player action platformer game, as you can see. It has like Echo's voice and everything, it sounds like. You get into the game. There's Echo right there. So there's a lot going on there. And they also announced freaking Project F and Project L, which are two completely different games right here. You can see their photos. Project L is the fighting game right there with Darius and Ari. And then Project F is the dude with Blitzcrank down there. It has a couple of other people in the game. That's a lot of freaking games to announce. That's a lot of stuff coming out. What's my point of this? We're gonna get there. The similarity within all of these games, though, is that all of these games include League of Legends champions. All of it takes place in Runeterra. Their new action RPG, their turn-based RPG, their fighting game, literally everything. Yeah, just everything. All contains League of Legends champions, which is actually really genius. Like, the idea of taking all these champions in this fully fleshed out world that they've already created and expanding them into different genres and everything, this is really awesome. Because now people, before League of Legends had the MOBA audience, but now Riot Games can have the MOBA audience, the fighting audience, this audience. There's going to be the crossover between the two. Like, this is really, really cool. It kind of plays into a marketing concept, which you hear people like Gary Vaynerchuk talk about this a lot. If you guys don't know him, he's a pretty big marketer, pretty successful. The idea of reusing your content. So Riot Games has already created this really massive world. They have over 120 champions in this game. The idea that they would take this content and literally only have it be one game is kind of weird. So with them expanding to all these different games, that's really crazy. And it's basically the idea of work smarter, not harder. They already have the world. They don't need to create another world. This world works in so many different ways. I use this kind of a mentality for my stream as well. You see me talk about this kind of stuff on stream, and then I upload it to YouTube. Sometimes I'll post clips onto Twitter and everything. The idea that you take something that you've already created, and you find different ways that you can use that creation to kind of leverage over different audiences. Why is Project A different, though? And that's kind of what we're getting into. This is the game that I talk about. This is probably what you came to the video for. Why is Project A different? There's no Runeterra. Project A has already been confirmed to not place. It doesn't take place in Runeterra. It takes place in a near future Earth with new characters. As you see, the characters of the trailer are completely different than any characters that have ever been in League of Legends. And every other game is taking from Runeterra. Why is Project A going to be different? Why would Project A not use the same characters? They easily could. It's not like Riot already has a League of Legends FPS game. This game is a new game. It's a new title. Project A. Project A is the move. This is my confirmation. This is what I think. I think Project A is Riot Games' new move to expand their brand into something that they have not done before. This is like when Blizzard did Overwatch and everything, right? They already had Warcraft 3, Warcraft 1, 2, 3, and then they had World of Warcraft, which is this new whole RPG thing, and now they had Hearthstone, which is a game based off of World of Warcraft. League of Legends could have just taken their characters from the League of Legends universe and expanded them into this FPS game, but they made a specific decision to make this a completely different universe. I think that's super interesting. They want to have the new universe to expand upon in the future. Like right now, League of Legends will continue on. League of Legends will continue to exist. The RE is going to be everywhere. Blitzcrank is going to be everywhere. It's going to be cool. But they want this new separate entity that they can have, that they can build upon. So in the future, they have like new ideas. They can do new things with this. It's not always going to be Runeterra. How much more can they expand on it? They already have 130 characters. They already have all this lore, all these connections between the characters and stuff. They could keep creating more characters, but I don't know if that necessarily makes it better. The idea that they're going to have a completely separate thing is crazy to me. It's cool. It's a decision that they made. And a lot of people just kind of gloss over. They're like, oh, it doesn't take place in Runeterra. No, that's a big decision that people sat in an office thinking about, and they're like, we want to do this. Like, we want to do this. This is the future of Riot Games. That's what I was thinking. League of Legends is going to be around, and it's getting kind of stale. It's not really getting stale, but like people are familiar with it. But I think that being able to create a whole new story with Project A is going to be really cool. Basically, that was a short talk. I think that was pretty short. Like, we kind of cruised through that. What do you guys think? Obviously, I have a bias. I played a lot of League. I don't know what more they can do with Runeterra. Like I said, they got a lot of people with the games and everything coming out. Maybe they write different stories and stuff. But do you think Project A is going to be their big focus? That's what I think. Let me know in the comments below if you're watching this video on YouTube. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe to the freaking channel, dude. Like the video if you haven't. Be sure to join the Discord. And thanks for watching. Yeah, that's the thing.